Why are you set before me like this? While the city reeks with incense, rings with prayers for help and cries of woe. I have come here myself. I, Oedipus, king of all Cadmus. Tell me what problems, what desires you have.
Oedipus, ruler of my land, you see what years we are who beset your altars. Some nestlings still too tender for far flights, others bowed with age. Priests as I of Zeus, and these the chosen people. The city, as you yourself see, can no more lift its head from beneath the angry waves of death that continually pound her. A blight is on her in the fruitful blossoms of the land, in the herds among the pastures, and in the barren plains border. The plague has swooped on us and ravages the town. It is not because you are ranked with gods that I and these children are suppliants at your house, but because you are first of men. For you came to the town of Cadmus and rid us of the Sphinx. This you did, though you knew us not. And now, Oedipus, King glorious in all our eyes, we beseech you to help us, whether through your power as a man or through your influence with the gods. Uplift our state. You had the power once, summon it again.
Oh, my poor people. I know well the desires you have come with. I know well that you all suffer. Yet sufferers as you are, there's not one of you whose suffering is as mine. Your pain comes on each one of you for himself alone. My soul mourns at once for the city and for all of you. Be sure I have wept many tears for you. I have sent Creon, my own wife's brother, to the Pythian house of Phoebus Apollo to learn by what deed or word might save our town. I'm troubled by his delay, for he should have been back already. But when he comes, I shall do all that the god sends.
You have spoken wisely, O king. Look, is that Creon?
O King Apollo, may he come to us in the brightness of saving fortune.
He appears to have an answer to our plight, else he would not be coming crowned so stately the very way today.
Creon, what news have you brought us from Apollo?
I bring good news.
Well, come on, Creon. What does the oracle of Apollo reveal?
The oracle says we should banish or execute a man because of the bloodshed he caused, since it is that bloodletting which brings the plague on our city.
And who is this man whose fate he thus reveals?
Laius, king, who was lord of our land before you became pilot of the state, who was slain, and Apollo now bids us plainly to wreak vengeance on this murderer, whoever he may be.
And where does Apollo say he is?
In this land, said the god.
Was it in a house, in a field, or on a strange soil that Laius met his bloody end?
I do not. Oh, it was on a visit to Delphi, as he said, that he had left our land, and he came home no more after he had once set forth.
And was there none to tell what happened to him?
All perished, save one who fled in fear. He said that a robber met and found them, and killed King Laius.
How then? Unless there are some trafficking bribes from here, should the robber prove so daring to come back and live among us? Why did you not seek out this robber and meet justice outright then and there?
We couldn't. The ruling Sphinx guarded our gates and killed whoever attempted to pass in or out.
I will take this task up and avenge Laius, for I am your king. Come, my children, hasten and lift offerings to the gods. I mean to leave nothing untried. Our help with the gods' help shall be made certain, or our ruin.
My children, may Phoebus Apollo, who sent these oracles to us, save and deliver us from this evil.
O sweetly speaking message from Zeus through Apollo, in what spirit do you come from the golden Pythia unto glorious Thebes? Terror shakes my soul. O thou Delian healer, to whom wild cries rise, what thing wilt thou work for me? Tell me, thou immortal voice, born of golden hope.
First I call on thee, daughter of Zeus, divine Athena, and on thy sister Artemis, who sits on her throne of fame, above the circle of our agora, and on Apollo. Oh, shine forth on me. Come, come now, and drive this plague beyond our borders.
Countless are the sorrows that I bear. A plague is on all our hosts, and we can find no weapon for defense. Nothing grows for us. No cries of newborn children do we hear. Many die. The city is perishing. Unpitied, her children lie on the ground, spreading pestilence with none to mourn. And meanwhile, young wives and gray-haired mothers look with them, uplift the wail at the steps of the altars. Golden daughter of Zeus, send us the bright face of comfort.
And grant that the fierce god of death, Hades, who wraps his arms around us, may be forced to loosen his grip. May Zeus, our father, use his thunderbolts, Apollo his foresight, Artemis her bow, and Dionysus his torch, to ally themselves with us against the god below.
My people, I hear your prayers. If you will give welcome to my words, you will find relief from your woes. These words I will speak publicly, since it was only after the time of the deed that I was numbered Theban among Thebans. I proclaim the following. Whosoever of you knows by whom Laius was slain, I bid you to declare all to me. And if he is afraid, I tell him to remove the danger of the charge by denouncing himself. He shall suffer nothing but to only leave the land unhurt. Or if anyone knows of an alien from another land as the assassin, let him not keep silence, for I will pay a reward. But if you do keep silence, if anyone through fear shall seek to help this person, then hear what I shall then do. I charge that no one of this land give shelter or aid to that murderer, whoever he may be. All must ban him from their homes. In this way, I am an ally of the god and of the slain man. And for myself, if he is an inmate of my house, may he suffer the same things I have just called down upon the others. And now, since it is I who hold the powers that Laius once held, who possess the bed and the wife who bore children to him, I will uphold this cause as if he was my own sire. And for those who do not obey me, I pray that the gods neither send them harvest from the earth nor fruit from the womb. But for all of you, loyal folk of Cadmus, to whom these things seem good, may justice our ally and the gods be with us forever.
As you have put me on my oath, O king, I shall speak. I am not the slayer of Laius, nor do I know he who slew. We will do as you command. Lead us as you have in the past.
Do any of you who have been born and raised in this great city have any advice for your king?
I know that our Lord Tiresias is seer most like our Lord Apollo. From him, O king, a searcher may learn things most clearly.
On the hints of Creon, I have twice sent a man to bring him, and long this while, I wonder why he has not come yet.
Indeed, his skill is great, and he should be able to shed light on this affair. Here he comes now, the godlike prophet, in whom alone a man should live.
Tiresias, whose soul grasps all the secrets of heaven and low things on earth. You feel, though you cannot see, what a great plague is haunting our state, for which we find in you, great prophet, our protector and only savior. Now, Apollo has sent an answer to our question, that the only riddance of this pestilence is if we should find the slayers of Laius and slay them or send them into exile from our lands. Tiresias, can you help us?
Alas, at times it is dreadful to have wisdom and foresight. I should never have come here.
What? Why are you saying this?
Most easily will you bear your own burden to the end, and I mine, if only you consent to let me go home now.
Your words are strange and not kindly to the state, which nurtured you when you withhold your help.
Nay, why should I reveal law when you haven't?
What? For the love of the gods, do not turn away if you have knowledge. All we suppliants implore you.
You are all without knowledge, but I'll never reveal my griefs, nor yours.
You know the secret, and will not tell it?
I will pain neither myself nor you. Don't ask of these things. You will not learn them from me.
What? Will you never speak out? Can nothing touch you? Are you the basest of base men?
You do not see to which you yourself are wedded, but blame me instead.
And who would not be angry to hear the words which you now slight this city?
The future will come of itself, even though I keep silent.
And seeing that it must come, you on your part must tell me of it.
I will speak no further. Rage, if you will, with the fiercest wrath your heart knows.
Ay, verily, I am so angry. I will not spare to speak my thoughts with you. Just know that you seem to me even me and helped plotting the deed.
What? I charge that you abide by the decree of your own mouth, and from this day speak neither to these people nor to me, for you are the accursed defiler of this land.
So brazen with your blustering taunts. And how do you expect to escape your doom?
I have escaped. My truth is my strength.
You speak the truth? You do not speak the truth, but only lies.
I only speak the truth. I say that you are the slayer of the man whose slayer you seek.
Now you will rue the day that you twice said words that hold no truth.
Would you have me say more to make you angrier still?
Do what you will. All will be said in vain.
I say that you have been living in unguessed shame with your nearest kin. I do not see to what woe you have come.
Do you think you shall always speak like this to the king, without consequences?
Yes, if there is strength in truth.
There is, for all save you. For you, there is not that strength, since you are maimed in the ear, and in wit, and in eye.
And you are a poor wretch to utter taunts, which every man here will soon hurl back at you.
Night, endless night, holds you in her keeping, so you can never harm me or any man who sees the sun.
No, your doom is not to fall by me, but Apollo's hand.
Is this Creon's idea or yours?
No, Creon is no plague to you. You are your own plague.
How great is the envy that cleaves you, for the sake of wealth and power, which this city has put into my hands, a gift I did not seek. Creon the trustee, Creon my old friend, Creon my brother-in-law, has crept on me by stealth, yearning to replace me, and has used such a scheming juggler as you, a tricky quack, who has eyes only for his gains, and prophesizing is blind. Come now, tell me, where were you when the Sphinx guarded the gates of each city? Why did you not use your power to answer her question? I'll tell you why. Because you have no power. No. I came, Oedipus the ignorant, and made her kill herself when I answered her riddle. I think you and Creon are the plotter of these things, and will rue the day that you made your deal.
To our thinking, both this man's words and yours, Oedipus, have been said in anger. But we need a solution to our problem.
I tell you, since you've taunted me even with blindness, that you sight, but see not what moves you live, nor with whom. Do you know what stock you are? You've been an unwitting foe to your nearest kin, in Hades below and on earth above. The double lash of your mother's and father's curse shall one day drive you from the land in dreadful haste, with darkness on the eyes that now see light. Where shall I go? What place will not have heard of your infamy when you learn the meaning of the nuptials in which, within your own house, you found a fatal haven after a voyage so fair? And a throng of other ills you cannot guess will make you level with your true self and with your own brood. Then, let us you heap your scorn on Creon and on my message. No one among men shall ever be crushed more miserably than you.
Are these taunts to be borne from him? Back! Away! Depart from these doors before I slay you right now!
You think me a fool, but the parents who begot you would think me sane.
What parents? Stay! And who have been as my sire?
This day shall show your birth, and shall bring your ruin.
What riddles? What dark words you always speak?
Nay, are you not most skilled to unravel dark speech? You saw Gorilla's Sphinx?
What?
It was just that fortune that it did you.
I deliver this town. I care not for your riddles.
Then I will go. Boy, take me home.
Yes, take him. While here, you are a hindrance and a trouble. When you have vanished, you will vex me no more.
I will leave when I've done my errand, fearless of your frown, for you can never destroy me. And I tell you, the man whom you've been long in quest, uttering threats and proclaiming a search into the murder of Laius, that man is here, a blind man, he who now has sight, a beggar, he who now is rich. He shall make his way to a strange land, feeling the ground before him with a staff, like this, and shall be found at once, brother and father to the children with whom he consorts, son and husband to the woman who bore him, heir to his father's bed, shedder of his father's blood. Go in now and think on that. If you find I have been at fault, say thenceforth that I have no wit in prophecy.
Who is he of whom the divine voice from the Delphian rock hath spoken, as having wrought with red hands horrors that no tongue can tell? Yes, the message had flashed forth to make all search for the unknown man. In the wild woods, among caves and rocks, he is roaming, fierce as a bull, wretched and forlorn on his joyless path.
I dread the soothsayer's words. How to speak, I know not. I am filled with forebodings. Neither have I a clear vision of the present, nor of the future. Nay, Zeus and Apollo are keen of thought about the things of earth, but that mortal spirit of knowledge above mine. Of this there can be no doubt.
Yet, until I see the word made good, never will I believe. Oedipus of blame. When the winged Sphinx came against him of old, he bore the test. He proved to be wise. Therefore, by the verdict of my heart, never should I believe. Oedipus is to blame.
Fellow citizens, having learned that Oedipus lays dire charges against me, I am here, outraged at the charges. If I too am believed to be a traitor to the city, then I care not to live among you anymore. No, we don't consider you a traitor. These taunts come under stress, rather than from the heart. I understand you believe I conspired with Tiresias. Such things were said. I do not know with what meaning. Was this charge laid against me with steady eyes and minds? I do not know. I see not what my masters do. But here comes the Lord from the house.
You! How could you have come here? Have you a front so bold that you come to my house when you are the proved assassin of his master? The robber of my crown? Come, tell me, was it cowardice or folly that you saw in me when you plotted to do this thing?
Mark me now, and answer your words here a fair reply, then judge for yourself on knowledge.
What lies will you spin now that you are caught?
Your stubbornness without good sense blinds your wisdom.
If you think you can plot against your kin and escape penalty, you're not sane.
Tell me exactly what is the wrong you say you have suffered from me.
Did you not advise me to send for Tiresias?
I did.
And how long was it since Laius was killed through deadly violence?
A long time ago.
Was Tiresias in profession in those days?
Yes, skilled as now, and in equal honor.
Did he make any mention of me at the time?
Never when I was within hearing.
And did you hold no search touching the murder?
We searched, but learned nothing.
How was it that the sage did not tell his story then?
I do not know.
I think that you do know.
What? I knew! I would tell all these present right now!
He named me as the slayer of Laius, and I believe the two of you have conspired to try to usurp the power of kingship from me.
What? I did not know this is what he had said.
Learn your fill. I will never be found guilty of the blood.
Say, are you not married to my sister?
There's no denial of this.
And you rule the land as she does, with like authority?
Yes.
And do I not rank as a third peer of you two?
That is where you are seen a false friend.
Not so. If you would reason with your own heart, as I with mine, first weigh this. Do you think that anyone would choose to rule amid the terrors that afflict Thebes today? I have no yearning in my nature to be king, rather than to do kingly deeds. No, nor is any man who knows how to keep a sober mind. Why then should I Now I enjoy all the benefits of kingship without any burden of responsibilities. How then could royalty be sweeter for me to have than painless rule and influence? Now all wish me joy. Now every man has a greeting for me. Now those who have a suit to you crave speech with me, since that is their only hope of success. Then why should I resign these things and take those of a king? I can prove I'm not in cahoots with Tiresias. First, go to the Pythia and ask if I brought you the true word of the oracle. If you find proof that I conspired with the soothsayer, then take and slay me. Yes, I said slay me, but do not make me guilty without proof.
Has he spoken, O king? Listen to his words. When a stealthy plotter is moving on me quickly, I too must be quick with my own counterplot. If I tarry, his ends will have been gained and mine missed.
What would you do then? Cast me out of the land?
No, I desire your death, not your banishment, for you do not persuade me that you are worthy of belief.
I find you irrational in this present state of mind.
You can be assured that I am sane, at least in my own interests.
Cease, princess. I see Acosta coming on from the house. With her help, you should compose your present feud.
Husband, brother, why have you raised such foolish strife of tongue?
Are you not ashamed, while the land is thus sick, to stir up troubles of your own? Come, go you into the house, and you, Creon, to your house, prepare to make much of a petty grief.
Sister, Oedipus, your husband plans to do dread things to me. One or other of two ills. To thrust me from the land of my fathers, or to take and slay me.
Yes, I have caught him, lady, working evil against my person.
May I die accursed if I have done to you anything you charge me with.
Oh, for the gods' love, believe it, Oedipus. First for the awful sake of this oath unto the gods, then for my sake, and for theirs who stand before you.
Consent, reflect, hearken, O my king, I pray you.
What grace, then, would you have me grant you?
Respect him who has advised you well for many years.
Do you know what you're asking?
Yes, my king.
Declare then. What do you mean?
That you should never use an unproved rumor to cast a dishonoring charge on the friend who has bound himself to you, and he who has found himself guilty.
Then be very sure, in supporting him, you are risking destruction or exile from this land. For anyone who supports him shall suffer his fate as well.
No, by the sun, unblessed, unfriended. May we die by the uttermost doom if we conspire with them. For our unhappy souls are worn by the withering of this land, and again by the thought that our old sorrows should be crowned by the sorrow springing from you too. Listen to us, great king.
So you want me to let him go? Though I be surely doomed to death, or to be thrust dishonored from this land. Your lips, not his, move my compassion by their plea.
You yield but do not believe.
Will you not leave me in peace? Get out!
I will go my way. I am mighty undiscerning, but in the sight of these, I am innocent.
Lady, why do you delay to take this man into the house?
I will do so when I've learned what has happened.
Blind suspicion afflicts your king and husband, while your brother suffers wounds of injustice.
It was on both sides?
Yes.
What was the story?
Enough, surely enough, when our land is already vexed that the matter should rest where it ceased. My king, I've sent not once alone, that I should be shown a madman if I put you away. You, who saved my country when distraught by the troubles of the Sphinx. You, who now also are likely to prove our prospering guide.
In the name of the gods, tell me also, O king, on what account have you conceived this steadfast wrath?
That I will, for I honor you, lady, above yonder men. But the cause is Creon, and the plot he has laid against me.
Speak on.
He says that I stand guilty of the blood of Laius.
What? As on his own knowledge, or on hearsay from another?
He has made that rascal seer, Tiresias, as his mouthpiece. As for himself, he keeps his lips wholly pure.
Then absolve yourself of the things of which you speak. Hearken to me, and learn that nothing of mortal birth is a sharer in the signs of the seer. For that, I will give you pithy proof. An oracle came to Laius once, that death would overtake him to die by the hand of his child, who should spring from him and me. And the child's birth was not 3 days past, when Laius had his ankles pinned together and thrown, by others' hands, on a trackless mountain. But Laius was murdered one day by robbers at a place where 3 highways meet. So in that case, Apollo did not bring it to pass that the babe should become the slayer of the sire, or that Laius should die, the dread thing which he feared, by the hand of his child. Thus did the messages of seercraft map out the future. Do not regard the oracles, not at all.
Oh, what restlessness of soul! Lady, what tumult of the mind has just come upon me since I heard you speak?
What anxiety has startled you to make you say this?
I thought I heard from you that Laius was slain by 3 highways men.
Yes, that was the story.
And where is the place where this befell?
The land is called Phocis. Branching roads lead to the same spot from Delphi and from Dahlia.
And what is the time that has passed since these things happened?
The news was published to the town shortly before you first came to power in this land.
Oh, Zeus! What have you done to me?
Why does this thing weigh upon your soul?
Do not ask me yet. Tell me, what did Laius look like? How ripe was his manhood?
He was tall, his silver just lightly strewn among his hair. His form was not greatly unlike yours, and he was entering old age.
Oh, unhappy that I am. I think I have been laying myself even now under a dread curse without knowing it.
What are you saying? I tremble when I look on you, my king.
Who is he who gave you these tidings, lady?
A servant, sole survivor who came home.
Is he still in the house now?
No. As soon as he returned and found you in place of Laius, he begged me to send him to the pastures of the flocks, so that he may be far from the sight of this town. And I sent him, for he was a worthy, hard-working slave.
I want him to return to us without delay. This is easy to do, but why? I'm eager to behold him and talk to him.
He shall come, but I too want to learn what lies heavy on your heart, my husband.
Yes, and it shall not be kept from you. Now that my forebodings have advanced so far. My father was Polybus of Corinth, my mother, Merope. I was held first to folk in all that town, until, at a banquet, a man full of wine cursed me as not the true son of my sire. Though vexed, I restrained myself as best as I might. But on the next day, I went to my mother and father and questioned them, and they were angry at the man's taunt, and avowed that I was indeed their son. So on their part, I had comfort, but the thing was ever rankling in my heart. For the rumor spread. Unknown to my parents, I journeyed to Delphi. Apollo sent me forth disappointing of the knowledge for which I came. But his response set forth other things, full of sorrow, terror, and woe for me. The oracle said I was fated to defile my mother's bed, that I should show unto men children which they cannot endure to behold, and that I should be the slayer of the sire who begot me. And when I had listened to this, I turned and fled from the land of Corinth, so I should never see fulfilled the infamies foretold in my evil doom. On my way, I came to the regions in which you say Laius perished. Now, lady, I will tell you the truth. When in my journey, I was near the 3 roads, where I met a herald and a man, seated in a carriage, drawn by colts, as you have described. He who was in front, and the old man himself, were thrusting me rudely from the path. Then, in anger, I struck him who pushed me aside. The old man and the driver, seeing it, watched the moment when I was passing, and from the carriage brought his club down upon my head. But he was paid with interest. I slew every man of them. But if I had any tie to kingship with Laius, who is more wretched than the man before you? What mortal could have proved more hated of heaven? And this curse was laid upon me, but no mouth but my own. I pollute the bed of the slain man by the hand which he was slain. Am I not saved? Am I not vile? Am I not utterly unclean? For I must be banished, and in banishment I must not see my people, nor set foot again in my birthland, or the land which I was raised.
O king, these things are fraught with fear. Have hope, until you have gained full knowledge from him who saw the deed.
I do not believe I have much hope, but I will await the man summoned from the pastures.
And when he is here, what would you have of him?
I will question him as to what happened on that day long ago. If he speaks that Laius was slain by robbers, then I am not the slayer. But if he names one lonely wayfarer as the murderer, then beyond doubt, this guilt leans on me.
Nay, be assured that is how the tale was first told. For that he cannot revoke, for the city heard it, not I alone. But if he ever wants to change his story, never, king, can he show that the murder of Laius was due to the prophecy of Apollo. For plainly the oracle said that he must die by the hand of my child. Yet that poor innocent never slew, but perished first itself.
You judge well. Nevertheless, send someone to fetch the slave from the pastures. Do not neglect this matter.
I will send without delay. Now come with me into the house to wait.
The gods are supposed to be our protectors. If any man walks haughtily in deed or word, with no fear of justice, no reverence for the images of gods, may an evil doom seize him for his ill-starred crime.
What mortal shall boast that he can defend against the arrows of the gods? Nay, if such deeds are in honor, wherefore should we join in the sacred dance? But if the late prophecies prove nonsense.
No more shall I go reverently to earth's central and inviolate shrines. No more to Athena's temple or Olympia. If these oracles do not come true, all men shall point at them as useless. The old prophecies concerning Laius are fading. They were not fulfilled. Already men are setting them at naught, and nowhere is Apollo glorified with honors. The worshipping of the gods is perishing. Princes of the land, the thought has come to me to visit the shrines of gods with these flowers in my hands. For Oedipus excites his soul with all manner of alarms. He does not, like a man of sense, judge the new things by the old, but is at the will of the speaker. And if the speaker speaks terrors, he believes. Since my counsel seems not to help, I've come to you. I see Apollo, for you are nearest. I supplicate you with these symbols of prayer, so that you may ease the thoughts which have invaded Oedipus's mind. For now we are all afraid, seeing him frightened, even as they who see fear in the helmsman of their ship in a storm.
Might I learn from you, strangers, where is the house of King Oedipus?
This is his throne, and he himself is with him. This lady is the mother of his children.
Then may she be ever happy in a happy home, since she is its heaven-blessed queen.
Happiness to you also, stranger. But say, what have you come to seek or tell?
Good tidings, lady, for your house and for your husband.
What are they? For whom have you come?
At the message which I will soon speak, you will both rejoice and grieve.
What is it? How can it have this double potency?
The people of Corinth will make him king of that land.
How is that? Is the aged Polybus no more in power?
No, death holds him in the tomb.
Servants, summon Oedipus! O you oracles of the gods, where do you stand now? This is the man whom Oedipus long shunned, lest he should slay him. And now this man has died in the course of destiny, and not by his hand.
Eucosta, dearest wife, why have you summoned me?
Hear this man, and judge, as you listen, to what the awful oracles of the gods have come. He is from Corinth, said that your father Polybus lives no longer, but has perished.
How, stranger? Let me have it from your own mouth.
If I must make these tidings plain, know that he is indeed dead and gone.
By treachery or by visit of disease?
Old age.
Alas, alas! Why indeed, my wife, should one look on the hearth of Apollo, on whose showing I was doomed to slay my sire? But he is dead, and hid already beneath earth. And here I am, who have not put hand to spear. Oracles as they stand are worth nothing.
Didn't I tell you long ago not to worry about this?
You did, but I was misled by my fear.
No more lay any of those things to heart.
But surely, I must needs to fear my mother's bed.
Nay, what should mortals fear when gods have heretofore said of nothing? 'Tis best to live at random, as one may. But do not fear touching wedlock with your mother. Many men before now have so feared in dreams as well. But he who ignores these things bears his life most easily.
All these bold words of yours would have been well if my mother were not living. But as it is, since she is still alive, I still need to fear the prophecy.
However, your father's death is a great sign to cheer us.
Great, I know, but my fear is of her who lives.
And who is the woman about whom you fear?
Merope, old man, the consort of Polybus.
And what is it in her that moves your fear?
Apollo once said I was doomed to espouse my own mother and shed with my own hands my father's blood. This is why my home Corinth has been long kept by me afar, with happy outcome. Yet, still, it would be sweet to see the face of my mother.
Ah, my son, it is plain enough that you do not know what you are doing.
How, old man?
You dread to be stained with guilt for your parents?
Just so.
Your fears are wholly unfounded.
How, if I was born of these parents?
Because Polybus was not your blood father.
What? Polybus was not my sire?
No more than I am.
And how can that be?
He did not beget you any more than Laius.
Why then did he call me his son?
Know that he received you as a gift from my hands long ago.
And yet he loved me so dearly, even when I came from another's hands?
Yes, I found you in Cithaeron's winding glens.
Why were you roaming in these regions?
I was there in charge of Polybus's mountain flocks.
You were a shepherd? A vagrant hireling?
Be your preserver, my king.
And what pain was mine when you took me in your arms?
The ankles of your feet might bear witness.
Ah me, why do you speak of that old trouble?
I freed you when you had your ankles pinned together.
Yes, it was a dread wrench of shame that I took from my cradle.
Such that from that fortune you have the magnificent name that is still yours today, Oedipus.
Oh, for the gods' love. Was it either my mother's or my father's?
He who gave you up to me knows more of that than I.
What? It was given to you? By whom?
A shepherd from around these parts gave you up to me.
Who was he?
I think he was called one of the household of Laius.
The king who ruled this country long ago?
The same. It was in his service that the man was a shepherd.
Is he still alive for me to see?
I don't know.
So, is there any of you present right now that knows the man of whom he speaks? Answer! The time has come that these things should finally be revealed.
He seems to be no other than the peasant whom you already even seen. But Our Lady Ocosta might best tell that.
Lady, you remember the man we lately summoned from the pastures? Is it of him that this man speaks?
Why
not regard it. Do not waste a thought on what he said. It is futile. I must not fail to bring my birth to light. Oh, for the God's sake, if you have any care for your own life, stop this search. My own anguish is enough. Be of good courage. Though I be found son of a servile mother, you will not be proved base born. Yet hear me, I implore you, do not do this. I must learn the whole truth. Ill-fated one, may you never come to know who you are. So, fetch me the slave from the pastures. Oh no, no, no.
Oedipus, why is the lady gone? Did it transport of wild grief? I think a storm of sorrow will break forth from the silence.
Break forth what will? I must learn the truth. The woman, perhaps, for she is proud of more than a woman's pride, and fears my birth class. But I will not be dishonored. I will find the woman from whom I sprung.
If I'm seer or wise of heart, O Cithron, you shall not fail. By yonder heaven, you shall not. To know at tomorrow's full moon that Oedipus honors you as a native to him, as his nurse and his mother, and that you are celebrated in our dance and song because you are well pleasing to our critics. O Phoebus, to whom we cry, may these things find favor in your sight.
Elders, I think I see the shepherd, of whom we've long been in quest for. For in his venerable age, he looks to be the same age as the messenger.
Yes, it is him. He was in the service of Laius. Trust me.
I ask you first, Corinthian stranger, is this the man you mean?
This is the man.
You, old man, I would have you look this way and answer all that I ask. Were you once in service of Laius?
I was a slave. For the best part of my life, I tended flocks in the Cithron region.
Do you recall having noted yonder man in these regions?
Doing what? What man do you mean?
This man here.
No, not so that I can speak at once from memory.
I will bring clear recollection to his ignorance. I'm sure he will remember the time when we abode in the region of Cithron. He with 2 flocks, I, his comrade, with 1. 3 full years from spring to fall, and then for the winter, I used to drive my flock from my own and his to the fold of Laius. Did any of this happen as I tell it, or did it not?
You speak the truth, though it is long ago.
Come, tell me now. Do you remember having given me a boy in those days, to be reared as my own foster son?
What? Why do you ask me this question?
Yonder man, my friend, is he who was then young.
Plague seize you! Be silent at once.
Chide you not, old man.
He speaks ignorance, okay?
You will not speak with good grace, but you will speak with pain.
Nay, for the God's love, do not misuse an old man.
Did you give him the child of whom he tells?
Much more am I lost if I do not speak. I did.
Where had you got it? From your own home, or from another?
I received it from a man.
From whom are the citizens here? From whose home?
Forbade. For the God's love, master, do not ask more.
You are lost if I have to repeat myself again.
It was a child of the house of Laius.
Was a slave? Or one born of his own race?
If you must know, then, it was said to be his own child. But your lady within could best say how these things are.
How? She gave it to you?
Yes, O king.
For what end?
That you should make away with it.
Her own child?
Yes, from fear of evil prophecies.
What were they?
That you shall slay his sire.
Why then did you give him up to this old man?
Through pity, master, thinking that he would bear him away to another land, from which he himself came. But he saved you from the direst woes. For if you are what this man says, know you were born to misery.
Oh, all brought to pass, all true. You light, may now look my last on you. I, who have been found accursed in birth, accursed in wedlock, accursed in shedding of blood.
Alas, ye generations of men, how mere a shadow do I count your life. Where is the mortal who wins more happiness than woe? Thine is a fate that warns me, unhappy Oedipus, to call no earthly creature blessed.
For Oedipus, O Zeus, sped his shaft with peerless skill and won the prize of an all-prosperous fortune. He slew the Sphinx with crooked talons, who sang darkly, and arose for our land as a tower against death. And from then on, thou hast been called our king, and hast been honored supremely, bearing sway in great Thebes.
But now, whose story is more grievous in men's ears? Who is more a wretched captive to fierce plagues and troubles, with all his life reversed? Alas, renowned Oedipus, how could the soil of thy father have suffered thee in silence for so long?
Time the all-seeing hath found thee out. He judgeth the monstrous marriage in which begetter and begun have long been one. Alas, thou child of Lais, would that I had never seen thee. I wail as one who pours a dirge from his lips. Sooth to speak, 'twas thou that gavest me new life, and it is through thee that darkness has fallen upon mine eyes.
You, who are most honored in this land, what deeds you shall hear, what deeds behold, what burden of sorrow shall be yours. If true to your race, you still care for the house of Laius. No one can wash this house clean. So many are the ills that it shrouds, but will soon bring to light.
What can you say that is worse than was already come?
This is the shortest tale to tell. Yocaste, your queen, is dead.
Oh no! Luckless one! How?
By her own hand. When frantic, she had passed within the vestibule. She rushed straight towards her nuptial bed, clutching her hair with the fingers of both hands. Once within the chamber, she dashed the doors together at her back and called on the name of Laius, long since a corpse, mindful of the son begotten long ago by whom the sire was slain, leaving her to breed accursed children with his own. And she bewailed the wedlock whereby, wretched woman, she had borne a twofold brood, husband by husband, children by her child. How thereafter she perished is more than I know, for with a shriek, Oedipus burst in, and suffered us not to watch her woe to the end. On him, as he rushed around, our eyes were set. To and fro he went, asking us to give him a sword, asking where he should find the wife, who was no wife, but a mother whose womb had borne alike himself and his children. And in his frenzy, the gods were his guide, for it was none of us mortals. With a dread shriek, as though someone beckoned him on, he sprang at the double doors, and from their sockets forced the bending bolts, and rushed into the bedroom. There we beheld the woman, hanging by the neck in a twisted noose of swinging cords. But he, when he saw her, with a dread deep cry of misery, loosed the halter by which she hung. When the hapless woman was stretched upon the ground, then was the next scene, dreadful to watch. He tore from her clothes the golden brooches she wore, lifted them high, and poked out his eyeballs, uttering the words, "No more shall you behold such horrors as I was suffering and working. Long enough have you looked on those whom you ought never to have seen, filled in knowledge of those whom I yearn to know. Henceforth you shall live in darkness." To such dire refrain, not once alone, but oft he struck his eyes with the pins. At each blow, the ensanguined eyeballs bedewed his face. No sluggish drops of gore were sent forth, but all at once a dark shower of blood came down like hail. From the deeds of both ills had broken forth, not one alone, but with mingled woe for man and wife. The old happiness of their ancestral fortune is gone, but today, lamentation, ruin, death, shame, all earthly ills that can be named, all are theirs.
Open! Open the gate!
He's crying for someone to unbar the gates and show to all the Cadians, his father's slayer, his mother's lover. He intends to cast himself out of the land and abide no more, to make the house a curse under his own curse. And he will show this to you, for look, he comes.
Oh, dread fate for men to see, almost dreadful of all that have met my eyes. Unhappy man, what madness has come on you? Who is the god that has made your ill-starred life his prey? Unhappy, alas, alas, you unfortunate. Nay, I can't even look on you. Though there is much that I would like to ask, like to learn, much that draws my wistful gaze. Oh, you fill me with such shudder.
Oh, I am to be born in misery. How is my voice swept abroad on these wings of air? Oh, my fate, how far have you sprung?
Yes, you shall carry these seeds for years to come.
Ah, friend, you're still steadfast in your tending of me. You still have patience to care for a blind man. Ah, me, your presence is not hid from me. No, dark though I am, yet I know your voice full well.
Man of dread deeds, how could you so quench your vision?
Apollo, friends, Apollo is he who brought these woes of mine to pass. But the hand that struck these eyes out were none save mine. Wretched that I am. Why should I see the light when it can show me nothing sweet?
These things are as you said.
Say, friends, hasten me from the land. Lead me away, utterly lost, 3 times accursed. Yes, the mortal most abhorred in life.
Wretched alike for your
on my feet and gave me back to life, saved me from death. A thankless deed. Had I died, I would not have been so sore a grief to my friends and to my own soul.
I too would have preferred it so.
I would not have come to shed my father's blood, nor been called among men the spouse of her from whom I sprung. Now I am forsaken of the gods, son of a defiled mother, successor to his bed who gave me my own wretched being. And if there is a woe surpassing woes, it has become the portion of Oedipus.
I do not know how to say that you have counseled well, for I'd rather be dead than living and blind.
If I had sight, I do not know with what eyes I could have even looked on my father when I came to the place of the dead. Yes, or on my miserable mother, since I have sinned against both. Do you suppose the sight of my children is lovely for me to look upon? No! If only there were a way to make myself deaf, then I could make this body a prison, so I should know neither sight nor sound. Alas, Citharon, why did you have shelter for me when I was given to you? Why did you not slay me straight away? I am found evil, or evil birth, or marriage rights. You gave me birth, and you bore children to your child. You created an incestuous kingship of fathers and brothers and sons, of brides and wives and mothers. Yes, all the foulest shame wrought among men. Hurry, for the gods' love, hide me somewhere beyond the land, or slay me, or cast me into the sea, where you shall never more behold me.
Here is Creon, to rule on your requests, whether they require act or counsel, for he alone is left to guard the land in your stead.
Ah me, what shall I say to him? What can be said for me? For in the past I've questioned his integrity.
I have not come in mockery, Oedipus, nor to reproach you with any bygone fault. These good people should not have to see this kinsman's woes. It is best if only kinsfolk alone should see and hear this kinsman's woes.
For the gods' love, grant me a favor. This, for your good, I will speak, not for my own.
What wish are you so eager to have of me?
Cast me out of the land, with all speed, where no mortal shall ever be found to greet me anymore.
If the gods agree, I will grant your request.
It is their will that this is the way to let me perish.
If it is their will, then yes.
For you, I lay this charge. Give to her, who is within such burial, as you would give yourself. For you will render the last rites to your own property. But never let this city, my city, be condemned for my sins. I will let me suffer by wandering on the hills of Citharon, the place where my mother and father originally wanted my tomb to be. There, I will die by the decree of the gods who sentenced me. Granted, great prince. Granted, you of noble heart.
Yes, I will grant it.
Thank you, brother-in-law and uncle. Your first act of king has been one of kindness. To the gods, I have become most hateful, and it is their request that I wander alone until my appointed hour.
Then you'll have your wish presently. Come then.
Dwellers in our native Thebes, behold,
round of applause for Mr. Kokari as well. I'll update that later, but I just want to say thank you. Great job. So it's hard for me to think about who should get the key when we think of all these fantastic performances. The lines that were memorized, the idea of bringing the works of Sophocles to our wonderful morning here. Very light topics, right? Very easy. But that was done so fantastically well. But 4 gentlemen stood out to me that I would get the key to think about. This is for your intelligence, your use of your work, your talent, and your style as well, which you did. So, can I please step forward? Oedipus, please. Fantastic job that you did. Through all that stuff, what you think? You can. You can see them. Crayon as well, reading the report. Tiresias as well, reading the report. And I couldn't forget Lydia Costa.